I did a little bit of math to figure out how long we've been playing and how many hours and stuff like that.
Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, if this wasn't the last game, I would not be here tonight.
Why? What's up?
Oh, I've been sick with the stomach flu all day.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
So I may be just a little more slower than usual, which I know is pretty slow, but
You're the pensive one. All right, here we go. All right, where's the music? So you all arrive, and so what you guys as what you guys wrote before were the kinfolk, and anybody that is not planning on dying or planning on fighting has left the stagecoach,
including Billy.
Yeah.
Good.
I was totally thinking about doing that, having some sort of,
Bob is,
moment.
Yep. Bob is very specifically aware of that, and he basically watches him go. He knows what silver bullets can do.
You see, as you guys arrive at the Cairn of Martyrs in Cordoba Island.
That's not a good name.
It's an abandoned cairn, and you see while you're there. Sacred Ghost, the first thing he does is instruct to make sure that all the legends stay in the stagecoach. Just because as soon as they come out, it's gonna be a lighthouse. It's gonna be a bright light for the storm eater to know what's happening. The first thing he does is he opens up the moon bridge there at the abandoned cairn, and over the next several hours, it pops open, and you see some of the other Geru from other cairns showing up. The first ones to come is Moldovo Canyon, the Geta Fenris cairn, and
here comes Oscar.
He makes and they do a lot. They do a lot of Geta Fenrisy thing by fighting each other and just just gathering up. And you see a lot of some of the Get Thurges are calling for some war totems and war spirits to come and kind of help sanctify the area and be around for when blood inevitably falls to either embrace the blood of heroes or sanctify any blood of worm creatures that fall. A few hours, I would say several hours after them show up, you have the Devil's Pride Cairn show up, the Black Furies, and they make it, they kind of establish themselves on the other side of the cairn. Because some of the mocking points of some of the Get talking about why are the, I thought they were supposed to have heroes come here, and some of them are saying, well, it's fine if they weed out some of the members of the weaker tribes, and they're saying some, just kind of almost some of you at the higher level of empathy and charisma or cultures will understand that that's like the Get version of not mocking, but a way of the only way they know how to show respect in a way by challenging others to be stronger.
That kind of hate speech would not be accepted on Facebook.
Let's see what YouTube does with it.
Banned.
You see, after that, shortly after they show up, the Wilkins Farms, some people from Wilkins Farm shows up, and Bob, you recognize a lot of them, some of the errands from before, and they seem to be looking at you and treating you way differently than they did a few years ago.
I wonder why.
Yeah, generous Calvin. You see all the, and you see let's see, Paradise Valley. They show up as well, and those are the four cairns that are allied with Harrowgate. You see all the people there: Jacob Storm Mountain. Some of these names that you guys are Lucas Fell Shadow, Sylvia Ghost Talker is there. Ashe Spirit Singer, Mumina Call. Some of these names you'll recognize, but probably don't remember who they are. Generous Calvin is there. Ezekiel Graft.
What's his name? Generous Calvin?
Generous Calvin was the poker player. He was one that represented Wilkins Farm.
Oh yeah, he
Huh.
was my character.
You played him, didn't you, Ryan?
Yeah, I made him look like Sam Elliott from the cowboy from Big Lebowski.
Yeah. And as I say, you start to see some other people from other places, and as soon as Wilkins Farm shows up, they just start calling forth some, cockroach spirits, and you start seeing some steampunk things being built in one corner of the abandoned cairn of the Cairn of the Martyrs. It's almost like to a point where it almost feels as though there's almost like a sense of almost there's almost to a sense of what's the word I'm looking for? Like celebration in a way, because this is not a lot of opportunity for people to be together again.
I thought they were celebrating that we're all going to be dead soon. Screw those Harrowgate guys.
They start to play, you got music, you got, and that you're biding your time to a point that the only thing that's stopping you, this could go on for months. This could go on for, as long as it takes. But really what it comes down to is that you have First Spear is you're not sure how much longer he's going to be alive, basically. So that's where it comes down to what the actual thing that's pushing this to happen very soon.
Should we roll out the kegs or too soon?
You can. Like I said, you have no idea how, and nobody knows how long this rite's going to take. You don't know if this rite's going to take minutes to be enacted, hours, days. So the whole idea is that once these 14 legends come out, you're not sure how much long it'll take for this rite to be performed. So nobody knows.
Barney, with Mind Speak, can that work when one person's here and the other person's in the Umbra? In your Umbra?
Yes. Yeah, it works.
Okay. Then since Chaska is going to be since Chaska is going to be Umbra side, I'll set up a Mind Speak with him, so if he needs me to come through to that side, I can go over there. But I can't set up Mind Speak with everybody because it'll drain my willpower.
Okay. And
You won't need to set one up with me, probably. Or you're only doing it with one.
Yeah, I'm only doing it with Chaska.
To be the in-between. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, with the willpower I spent already, I'm already down to 4. So once I do that with him, I'll be down to 3. Although, don't we have like A totem or something that can restore willpower.
Yeah, the winter
Yeah.
wolf gives you some.
With a Gnosis, you can get 3 more.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I might need my Gnosis, although probably not. Okay.
So what is anybody else doing anything or?
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with the wild spirit and see if I can get gnosis from her.
Okay.
Just like get replenished.
Yeah, if anybody enacted any of their gifts and spent Gnosis, then I would recommend being with the wild spirit to regain some of your Gnosis back.
Is there a roll we have to use?
Yeah, wits meditation.
Cool.
That I can do.
So
That is
we
6.
have no idea how long I'm supposed to create a diversion for, right?
You have this is new for everyone.
Cool.
The rite itself was basically just like passed down by like a very powerful jaggling from the deep umbra. That's what that silver pack went out to find.
Wouldn't it suck if we do all this and it doesn't work?
It might not work. I don't know.
Hey Barney, instead of wits meditation, like because that's not even like necessarily a roll for us. Is there like wits primal urge or something like that?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, what's primal urge?
Difficulty?
Difficulty of 6.
Yeah, I got nothing on my wits meditation.
I am primal.
I'm totally primal.
All right, then whatever you got, just go ahead and add it back to your Gnosis.
Which is
One
perfect.
success, 3
A lot more
successes.
willpower.
Yeah. All right. Eventually, after a while of you guys probably being there for about a day and a half, and you see that the other Karens are setting up and making stories. Bob, I don't know if you, as a war leader now at this point, want to meet with the other Karen leaders to set up an idea.
Yes, I would definitely approach all of them. Should we have a conclave
Yeah,
in the middle?
and I'm sure Phil's there too. The professor basically says that everybody's job that's a part of the stagecoach is to protect the ritual, to make sure the rites happens. Everybody else, he said, is just going to be fodder to stop the tide of whatever worm spirits are coming.
All right, seems like a plan. Yeah, we'll call everybody together.
Okay. And you have basically all the Cairn leaders not wanting to be outdone by each other. So, you do recognize your guy there. What's his name? Iron Riders for Judge Cooper.
Oh.
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, really? Like he came out.
Yeah.
I greet him with seems this is my battle, huh?
He says
Here's the funny thing, you're equal rank with him now.
I had no idea you'd live this long, and I'm proud to see you where you are today. He's at the SEP leader. Oscar Grimhall's there.
Oh yeah.
Yatzel Tribe Runner, who's the SEP leader of the Devil Pride's Can, is there. Phil's mentor, Phil, your guy Jacob Storm Mountain is there as well.
Fuck that guy.
Tell us how you really feel, Phil.
But
We should just attack them, and then all the Garu just start fighting each other and killing
that's
each
a good
other, so there's
idea.
no one left when the Stormbringer shows up.
I like where Brian's going with this.
Hey, Barney, I will approach Yetzel when I get a chance.
And remember, she's the only one on that set that didn't trust Madam Givens, if you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess when everybody's there,
Yeah.
say, our sept will be protecting the ritual. We will be in the spirit world and in the real world, and we will accordingly defend, repel whatever is coming at us from both sides. We will be splitting our sept, some in the Umbra, some in here. So as he look around, are there there's some no-brainer things to do? Probably definitely put the get in one or in the real world, and the Black Furies probably in the Umbra, or vice versa. And would it make more sense, Weaver, if the Glasswalkers were either here or there?
What are Glasswalkers?
The Iron Riders.
It's the bleeding edge, hon.
Those Iron Riders.
Name I'm considering.
After,
Name I'm considering.
Yeah, this is the moment in history where the Iron Riders turn into the Glasswalkers.
Well, yeah, that it fucks everything up so bad. We have to walk back across the glass that the Iron Riders created. Huh?
They rode in on iron and walked back on glass.
Oh wow, that's a really fan fiction type story there.
Okay, so the Iron Riders are saying basically what they said, if you want us, one idea that we could do is strengthen the gauntlet in the area and then make sure there's two separate fights, but they would also impede us. Or they said we can stay on this side, on the physical side, and just do what we do best, which is, guns and weapons.
Well, I asked Sacred Ghost. I'm sure he's there, right?
Yeah.
Do you think separating or strengthening the gauntlet would impede or impede the success of the ritual?
He says, my concern is that it would separate us out from our spirit allies that have been summoned.
I nod. Then I say that it would not be advisable. The Iron Riders then, with me, definitely on this side.
And you can also notice as Chaska that Winter Wolf, it seems to be pacing anxiously around the stagecoach. Winter Wolf has been pacing anxiously since you guys showed up there.
I'll spend time with him, even if it means kind of also pacing anxiously with him.
Yeah.
I also say that if no one's stepping up for anything, I go, then the get on this side, the Furies and the Umbra. Thus, in my head, separating Madam Givens from anything she might, unless she shows up in the Umbra. I don't know.
No, she's going to be in the real world. So yeah, keep her away from people that might support her.
Who else we got? We got the Shadow Lords.
Shadow Lords. And
Where do we
the
pick
Shadow Lords are when it comes to fighting, believe it or not, the Shadow Lords are more hungry for honor than you'd find the Get doing. The Get are hungry for glory. The Shadow Lords are all about honor. It's all about making sure they look good.
Making sure they what?
Making sure they look good and making sure people like those are the leaders right there, those Shadow Lords.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we also have the Child of Gaia's, right?
No, Child of Gaia's are not there.
Yeah, this ain't important enough for him.
So we just need
You
to
do see. Well, no, I'll put it this way: you do see some straggling other cairns of not story significance. You'll see some other random cairns that are allied with some other cairns have showed up. I would say that you've count about. I would say you have representation from almost every tribe is represented there. If not there, but maybe from a tribal cairns. But you think there's about 11 cairns from all over North America have presence there now.
Any sign of my
also say that
Silver
then-
Throne friends?
Some people you've known that passed through the Silver Throne that may have been there for a month or two that have passed through. You recognize them. Some people.
Not the named NCPs.
Not any named NPCs, no.
I'd also say then the pure ones and such to the Umbra. It'll follow Chaska well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what I'm kind of rally the Wendigo troops. See if there's anybody that looks like they would be a good fit. I'm looking for Thurges, Philodoxes, probably a couple Ragabash, folks that I feel like can go Umbral side with us and handle business.
Okay.
So can Phil only do what he can do alone?
Probably not, but that's what we're going to go with.
We should have sent all the tribes with him.
Any? Are there any tricksters amongst you? I just say it out loud.
Yeah, we have there. Yeah, there's always plenty of Ragabashes. They're off. You see, there's a group of Ragabash that are just playing hacky sack off in the distance.
Really? You're giving them
sticks.
You're giving them full tribes of like the Get and the Shadow Lords. Now I have a bunch of kids playing hacky sack outside.
Those are the ones you got to watch out for.
Are you shitting me?
And some of them are like writing their favorite football teams and like with knives in their arms.
There's Phil's team.
So the funny thing is that actually Phil is hanging out playing hacky sack with you.
You're like kicking the back with them. Hey, you got Ragabashes too?
That is kind of a valid point. I really don't need to be here for this meeting, do I?
You've got a team now.
Yeah, good luck, guys. I mean, I have the easy part.
I send the Shooter Wolf with him. Shooter Wolf, go with Phil.
I hope you introduce Shooter Wolf to Kate. She's been asking for this meeting.
He's enigmatic.
Nope.
He's off lifting weights in Sunny Hill. So yeah. I'm trying to think here. And
Kate will recruit. Are all the Black Furies going to Umbral side?
No, I mean it's really decided. None of the air runes aren't gonna do much in the Umbra. I mean, you'll have a few that will feel like I said. Like for instance, you might have some if you have some Thurges that work well, and I don't know, not to be stereotypical, but I mean, there could be a couple that are there. Like I said, this is probably the largest gathering that have happened in this era of Garu in one era in one.
I'll take a good mix like Chosky did, Philodoxes and Thurges, even a couple more Ragabash. But I do want see if I can get a couple, maybe like 2 volunteers of the Aruns to go Umbral side, just in case. God forbid a friggin' Nexus crawler shows up. We're gonna need some muscle.
Yeah.
And so,
What am I supposed to do after I keep these assholes busy for a day or two?
Don't die.
I mean, after that.
Continue not to die.
Meet us
Go
in
for a swim.
I mean, am I supposed to come back here and meet you guys? Is my shift over or what?
Go back
Yeah.
to Philadelphia and conquer it.
Yeah.
Go find Viola and fuck her brains out.
If you can leave,
Language.
if you can leave them in the dust, I mean, yeah, come back.
Yeah. You, Shadia comes up with that while the meeting's almost over, and she looks over at you, Bob, and she goes, "We don't have much time. First beer has almost left us."
All right, let's look at it to Sacred Ghost. Do what you got to do.
He says he'll start setting up. Treasured guest. Treasured guest. Does a mind speak with Bob and Phil. He says he was like, he goes, I would like to prepare that gift for you in case you fall.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Well,
He
will
brings-
the gift remember what I'm thinking right now? How I hate all of you for making me be the diversion.
You jumped on it.
No, no.
You jumped on it like a landmine.
Factually incorrect.
A treasured guest says all that, and almost like there's like where he talks, and this is kind of the first time you guys hear his, one of the few times you've heard his voice, and he says, "This is a solemn occasion. I'm glad that we have, Bob here and Phil and Ben Gravish was with us." Ben Gravish is saying this, so the three of you guys are all the rank 5s.
Oh, we got Ben. We're fine now. We got this.
He should be able to do something. He should have a decent rank.
Now he's an elder, man. He's been doing his own stuff, and he showed up at the last minute.
Hey guys, I was looking for the cairn. Where is it?
You sent me to pick up this jug, and you guys left without me.
I'd like to pretend he's been doing shit keeping us safe for like years that we'll never know about, but probably not.
The Ben Chronicles. It'll be like it'll be a whole thing. Like Ben Gravish is off doing his own thing. Yeah. Do you guys remember that movie Summer School?
Yeah.
No.
The 80s movie where like the guy showed up at the end of the semester to take the test.
Yeah. Like, where were you? Bathroom.
For 6 weeks. Zipper got stuck.
That's why I don't have an attendance policy in any of my classes.
Because your zipper got stuck?
Because of summer school.
And as that happens, you guys see a flash of light, and you outside you see Madam Givens shows up with her entourage.
Flash of light.
It's like she had her own moon bridge, but she shows up with about 20 or so Black Furies.
Wow.
Well, it's the same about that they were kind of hiding in the woods in the Umber when you guys saw her last. So she seems to be setting up some sort of ritual that's nearby the other one, and as the legends start milling out of the stagecoach, a few of them kind of wince in the light because they've been stuck in. Some of them been in the stagecoach for months and months. As they start to prepare, Caboose hands to you, Phil, basically a 3-foot tall stick that looks like it was, carved, poorly carved, haphazardly carved with a dull knife. There's some, Garrow sigils on it. And he has a second one that he gives to Sacred Ghost to keep near him.
I gotta carry the stick with me.
He says, once the ritual is started, this will look like us.
Can I like put it in a bag or something? Or do I have to hold it in my hand? I only have 8 fingers.
Go to Lupus and put it in your mouth. Just everybody think you're playing fetch.
Well, then I can't wield the stick of death.
He says, as long as it's with you.
All right.
I'll pull Bob aside. Since she's here, should I honor our agreement?
What?
Gibbons, since she's here and we're done with it, do we honor our agreement with her?
Of course. Why wouldn't we?
I'll walk over to Madam Gibbons.
Wait, no, we're supposed to do it afterwards, right?
Yeah.
We don't need the stagecoach anymore. Why does it matter?
Let's save it for afterwards.
Let's say that she might not be honorable.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right.
I was like, holy shit, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, careful there, buddy.
And if we're not alive to invite her, then what? Her problem?
Yeah, exactly.
I think the Storm Eater strategy is just going to not come and have us all kill each other.
Probably would work.
Yeah, there's a lot more backstabbing here than a Game of Thrones episode.
Spoiler. There's backstabbing.
It's like a red wedding.
I do want to talk to the Iron Riders real quick. Talk to the judge. What's his name? Put sharpshooters from amongst us with our Fianna friend over there. I'm going to be using pack shield, so I'm going to be drawing almost everything towards me. Have them assist me, as I basically said.
All right.
I told RB to take out ascend. You see fetishes, you see silver, those sorts of things. Just have them remove that from the fight.
So yeah, I'd find like some kind of elevated area with a good view of everything and close enough to Bob that I can see him. And I'd bring a big chest of ammunition and my big chest of silver ammunition in case some black spiral dancers show up.
Yeah.
Oh, and a box of cigars and a flask. I'll bring that too.
I load my rifle and my handgun with silver bullets from RB, and that's all I take.
Okay.
Oh, also a giant Krenos sized pair of gloves next to the silver bullets.
Okay.
I do say that any of the errands that are going to the Umbra, if you have someone who can do pack shield, it's your honor. It'll help the battle, So, but basically with that, I'm looking for volunteers of anybody from the fodder to make it difficult for the fight to happen.
Okay.
Because that would be that's really, really smart tactic. And that's not it. And that's not really I think it's like a second or third rank gift, honestly.
Yeah, there's definitely some people that have that then.
What if 2 people have it? Do they reduce the difficulty or increase the difficulty to hit each other if they're both doing pack shield in the same place?
If I had to take a guess, I'm sure what it would do is that it would just have an area of effect for more people.
Oh.
All
right.
Before Kate crosses over to the Umbra, she'll give Bob a kiss goodbye. Doesn't matter who's around. She doesn't care.
Yuck.
You see,
Just tell him you better be here when I get back.
Where else would I be?
as the the legends are being brought out, you see that Shadia and Seeking Path are kind of each have a hand holding Mother, who seems to be still has that box thing around her, and she looks
Happy Mother's Day.
she looks frail and distant, and almost like she's in a trance.
What's the reaction of all the Garo to her?
They know what you guys are doing, so
But still, knowing it and seeing it are two different things.
she's so docile right now. She's of no threat. She reeks of the worm, but there's no threat about her at all.
Hey, now we have two people reeking of the worm.
I imagine she still has you beat.
You see all the sacred ghost draws some sigils on the dirt and starts to burn some sage and starts to and everybody kind of gets in a circle around him, and he begins to chant. As soon as that happens, you see everybody notices the sky gets red, almost within minutes of it starting.
My team and I go Umbral side.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is lovely, but I probably should go.
Run like the devil chasing you, Phil.
I
Is
would
anybody
say-
going with Phil? Is he all on his own?
No, he's got a team of tricksters.
I got like 4 idiots.
and shit and Fearwolf.
All of them are wearing red shirts.
Yeah. I mean, I would say goodbye to Madame Givens, but I mean, there's nothing really to say. Every time we've met, I beat her. So,
Flipper the
We're
bird.
good. yeah. Yeah, that's hi.
You're the one that first had the conversation with her back in the train too.
Yep.
You see, as soon as the sky starts to turn red, and you see clouds coming over, black clouds coming over the western horizon and over the Pacific Ocean, start showing up. Madame Givens almost does this mirror of what's happening with Sacred Ghost. She has some Black Furies in a circle around her, and she and we see one of the Black Furies kneels down in front of her, and she's in the middle of the circle, and you see her. You see what she does is that she slits the Black Fury's throat and puts and everybody just seems, and like, there's no reaction at all from the Black Furies, and you see that she fills up a wooden chalice with the blood, and she points she points a bloody hand towards the stagecoach, and you see as she does that, you see that there's this immense this siphoning of power coming from the stagecoach through her and shooting out directly into the red sky. And as that happens, you see that she immediately just as that happens, you see that there's the what is it? You see sentience kind of form in the sky, and you see that the what is it? She starts to turn frail and old, almost like her hair turns like silvery white. She ages immensely in front of you, and she collapses to the ground. And as she collapses to the ground, you notice the stagecoach turns. The stagecoach itself turns into a normal stagecoach. There's not 1 ounce of gnosis or magic left in it. And she collapses to the ground. And you see that anything that was left in the stagecoach has been forced out of it.
Oh, thank God, my stamp collection.
And as she collapses to the ground, you see the Black Furies. Some of the Black Furies kind of pull her out, pull her aside. The other ones turn Krinos to help join the fight. And she seems to be unconscious and almost there's like a smirk on her face. But you see also that she did what she said she was going to do. And you see that there's you make out off in the sky with lightning striking. You make out a giant physical form, this Cthulhu-esque creature that seems to be crashing into the ocean and heading towards all of you. Phil, go ahead, roll your gnosis to make sure the thing is working.
Oh boy, this would be a fun botch.
Difficulty.
Difficulty of a 6.
I'll burn a willpower just to be safe.
Okay, that would be good.
Spectacular idea.
3.
All right, that's all you need.
A botch would have been funny though.
Because it's cinematic, Marnie. Because it's cinematic and the storm starts to crash down, Bob will pull his umbrella out. He'll just say, "Looks like the storm's coming in."
You see it. You guys notice it was like there's like a black sea of immense creature seems to be heading as a funnel straight towards where Phil is standing. You see Phil. You see Phil as Phil, but you know what they see is they see the ritual being enacted. Sacred Ghost is starting to sweat as he's enacting the thing. All 14 of them are standing around, are kneeling. Some of them are sitting. Some of them are obviously first spear is in a, on a litter, just laying down. Mother is shaking her head back and forth. The other ones seem to be looking a little bit fidgety. The married couple of the Shadow Lord and the Black Fury are holding hands, almost looking at each other in their eyes. Phil, roll your perception alertness, difficulty of a 6.
You better run, squirrel.
Yeah, 1.
You see the ground shake underneath you.
All right.
And you sense static around the area, and coming up from like either under the ground and from behind you, you see about 20 spiders coming out.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's not bad.
Hit on
You notice that you notice that a lot of them, kind of you recognize a lot of them. You see Viola's one of them, and you see some other ones are there.
Oh, I thought it was demon spiders.
Your girlfriend.
And you see there's about 20 Anasazi that come around you. And you see a lot of them seem to be weaving enough to almost create a cocoon around the around the vision, the illusion.
No offense, but this is a really stupid idea for all of you. Should probably go now.
Viola says, she says, if you don't succeed, this will negatively affect the entire world.
That's so romantic.
Aw.
And of course, she's saying it in a very dry, as she's always talked. And you almost see, you
too, Phil.
You almost see for the first time, like, you know, just some sort of semblance of protective emotion. Because as an Anasazi, she really never shows emotion.
Yeah, we're probably just seeing something.
Barney, let him make a charisma roll to turn her into a loving girlfriend.
No, he should just dip her, and that would be it.
Yeah. Did he say dip or dick?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, it's not Stephanie from my game.
Do you so you guys notice you see this a flood of worm spirits and veins starting to come out. The water around the island starts to boil, and you start to see black, almost jellyfish things seems to be coming out of the water. The rest of the Garu start just jumping on it. They know what their job is, and they just start attacking the swarm as it's trying to swarm around, and they seem to be bouncing off of some sort of invisible gauntlet that's been weaved by the Anasazi.
Is this in the real world or in the Umbra or both?
You see it happening both. I mean, it's like watching it. It's like watching it through a very flimsy curtain. You can see that, and you also see that there's some of the Anasazi are also Umbral side, because all they have to do, they easily can step sideways by turning into a lot of spiders. They basically just crawl through the fabric of reality to get to the Umbra and form again. And they also have created some sort of shield as well on the Umbra side from the spirits.
Well, Kate, just so it's known, Kate is Krenos. So
okay.
Yeah, I assume most of us are in Krenos right now.
Definitely Krenos. And also, this is when I would have done the roll for creating the calm and the storm.
Okay.
So that you can, I'll just check that roll off.
Okay. Where's my other sheet here?
I'm going to go ahead and spend that Gnosis for the 3 willpower.
Okay. All right. So you have a moment. Phil. This is probably, you're not sure if this is going to be the last time you're going to see Viola. She's standing. She seems to be standing next to you in her pithis form, continually just weaving the gauntlet. It keeps breaking through. You see some parts. A random Fomori comes through and gets killed by one of the Anasazi there. But you see that it's like it's basically putting pieces of paper on top of pieces of paper that's getting wet and just slapping on more paper, and the paper's getting wet. They're doing as much as they can to delay the inevitable.
Kiss the girl.
I'll put my arm over short. This is not quite as romantic as I wanted it to be. Once the shield goes down, please get out. And we'll give her a kiss on the forehead.
Does she have a forehead?
Oh wait, is she in giant spider form?
She's in Pithis form, which is like the half woman, half spider.
That's kind of hot.
Which half?
Yeah, but which half is which?
Yeah.
Jinx.
My eyes.
mean, honestly,
I imagine it like a drider.
Yeah.
Can I theoretically ride her like a horse?
She says to you, she says, we'll all fall together if that's what it takes. You look over, Bob, Sacred Ghost is going further and it's continuing the chanting. And you see that as that's happening, he reaches out to Wu and says, and you hear Wu, you hear Sacred Ghost with a strained voice. He says, "This is going to take longer than we thought."
We'll stand our ground. Do what must be done. I spread the word. The ritual is going to take longer than they thought. We have to stand our ground.
And you guys see that the flood of it. You basically make out the shape of some sort of dome over where Phil was standing, go ahead, Mike, and you see one. Do you want? I don't know. Did you roll any dodge?
Yeah, I threw just did a few more dodges.
Okay. All right. So if you had anything that was a dodge over 4, you can dodge an attack. You see something breaks through.
There goes one of my dodges.
Okay.
Right now, I have 2 dodges left and 2 umbral if I need them. So.
Okay.
Umbral probably won't do me that much good though. It'll look neat.
She says, and you see another one breaks through. You got 8. I don't know if you wanted to. If you have a dodge, then you can use one of your free. Then you can soak the rest.
There goes my super dodge roll 7.
Okay, and you want to take one. You want to, and then just take one. Then then soak 1 dice. You have a 1.
All right.
That would be easy. All right,
Right.
and all right.
Not the bees.
Phil's mother's ghost. You got this. What is that supposed to mean? You see coming out of you see that the moon bridge sparks open up again, and you see a flood of black spiral dancers approach coming out.
Do we
and the Gat make a beeline for that, and so do some of the Shadow Lords.
Oh, I thought you meant at me. I'm like, oh no.
Just on the island.
Do we see that on the side?
Yeah.
So I'll fling open my chest full of silver with the other sharpshooters that are near me and say, "Load up, folks."
Yeah, this would be where the Gatling gun would come out. Then.
Yeah, you don't do like was it the King Richard thing where you shoot your own men as well?
No, I've got the ritual that allows me not to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the Tommy gun ritual. Essentially, we're just going by the fact that I guess I invented it. What's it called?
Oh, Barney, random side note, if Viola's ever going to take a hit, I'll use my soak dice on it.
Okay. All right, what do you have for gifts? Anything you wanted to use? You see a couple of Anasazis burst into thousands of spiders. They're almost impossible to kill.
All my gifts are mostly disengage and getting away. I mean, if there's ever anything that seems enormous, I'll use the thieving talons to try to steal their shit.
Okay. You see that slowly the storm eater is approaching. He's about a mile off into the ocean, slowly lumbering in like Godzilla coming in towards the island.
I take a bead on what looks like the most powerful black spiral umbral side, and I'm using my rifle.
Okay. So you already did your firearms on that. You just mark out any damage on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's it's silver because I went and used RB's stash.
Okay.
But the roll that I'm going to use is 6 successes. So I'm going to cross that one out. And then my rifle does. I have it here somewhere, I promise you. I had it here somewhere.
What kind of rifle is it?
Lever action. Shit. I know
A Winchester? If it's a Winchester, it's 8 damage.
Then there you go, 8 damage.
Damn.
All right.
Well, and with the 6 successes, you get the +3 to that.
2 more times, Phil.
No, you get all 6 actually for the fire.
No, you get all 6. It's auto damage.
All right. I don't know, Phil, if you
No,
want.
I'm saying because you rolled 6 on your attack,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
you get another. You get another 3 from the successes over 3 on your attack.
So then it's 11 damage to whoever I picked out as being a leader on the black spiral.
Is that
Okay.
how it works? I thought it was you have to roll damage, but for firearm you get 1 for every success. That's what the book says.
Barney?
It's automatic damage for guns. If you hit, you hit.
Yeah, different editions have different rules, so it's all fucking.
Yeah.
Barney, just to confirm this, 1 attack with 2 and 1 attack with 8, right?
Correct for damage.
I'll get rid of my other normal dodge, and I'll get rid of 2 forced stamina rolls for the 8.
So one of your 4 stamina rolls?
I can't. Yeah, I can't spend 2 on 1, can I?
No.
All right, so that will be 4 damage coming through.
No, but you dodged it, right? Also. You wanna use your dodge?
Actually, yeah, I will use one of my. Yeah, I'm down to 1 dodge.
Okay, you dodge and then you got 2 successes. So you probably just take one of your 2 soak on there.
Yep.
So you still have no damage yet. So it's a full on, and you guys notice that Phil's been holding his own for quite a while, and you're off far enough to know that somebody else is helping him. You're not sure what it is. You see at this point too that there is 3 Anasazi left standing that are including Viola. The rest have either died or dissipated into spiders to heal themselves. And the cone itself around it, the web cone seems to be getting weaker and weaker. And you see also there's plenty of all the other gear are out there fighting. For you, Bob, you're just kind of getting antsy. You know what you have to do, but a part of you really wants to be out there as well, just slaughtering. But you know you're getting the shakes because you're
I can deal the pain from afar. I mean, that's the cool about this ritual. It takes or the gift. It takes the because you know how it's harder to pinpoint things.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is built for a machine gun, and it allows me to shoot with regular difficulty.
Yeah. I think that the Menace Aaron of you is just like you're the Aaron part who just really wants to be like covered in blood right now.
They'll get to me. But I get
There's a few errant Bane spirits that come out towards you guys that easily are dispatched by a gun or whatnot.
So all this stuff that's happening with Phil, I assume, is out of gun range for us.
It's a higher difficulty, but it's a sea of them. It's a flood of them. It's like it's like taking having a bathtub full of water and just taking like a cup and dumping it out.
I would humbly request we don't machine gun silver bullets at me.
Well, will we attract them to us prematurely if we start shooting and helping Phil?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, Phil.
No, you're not.
Go and eventually, so finally, the whole thing. Eventually, let's see here. There's Viola and one more Anasazzi's left standing. Phil, go ahead and let me roll. What you got here? 4 successes. 3 more come in. 4, 3, and 6.
All right. 4, 3, and 4. So I'll take 2.
Okay. All right, mark that off. 4, 3, and 4. All right, you got 2 aggravated. Oh, so you're starting up.
I had me with 13 soak left. Is that about right?
I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I count 14. But,
okay, yeah, right. I miscounted. All right.
Yeah. And then eventually the other one falls in. Another Anasazi fellow. Viola looks at you and she looks at you straight in the eye and she says, I can take us away from here now, or we can stay here and die together.
You can go. Get out. I haven't even started fighting yet. Get out.
She kisses you on the forehead and she says, if you die, I will take your corpse and I'll lay eggs in them. So you'll be with me forever.
Yes. Wow.
That's love.
I honestly don't know what to. I don't know what to say.
That's the most romantic thing of Spider can say.
That is so romantic. It's like blowing my mind. I'll try not to let them rip me up too much then.
She bursts into hundreds of spiders, and you see the roof of the web starting to break through, and you see claws and eyes and hairy tentacles ripping through it. What do you do?
Can I take back being taken away? I'll try to stab the biggest thing I can.
All right.
I did 1 attack with 6 aggravated damage from the spear.
Okay. It's something howls in pain, and as it atrophies in front of you and falls down. You see the place, it opens up a bit more, and you guys off in the distance, you see the half demi-dome thing collapse in on itself. And you notice the visage that was surrounding you, this invisible feeling of thing, completely dissipates and disappears. And you see some of the monsters and these giant abominations that have been sewn together above corpses seem to be crawling and seem to be heading towards your direction. You see one creature that looks like it's some sort of giant dead grizzly bear that has its limbs made up of like carcasses of elk that seems to be crawling towards your direction. You see some black spirals seem to look towards your direction as well. And go ahead and tell me what you guys do.
Wu is gonna do the 7 mile leap.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let Phil go down on his own. Does the 7 mile leap, and as I'm leaping through the air, I'm gonna do like a Legolas thing and unleash my arrows.
How many you shoot?
How many can I?
This is as much rate as you want to spend and do your 7 mile leap.
How many arrows can you do at once, dude?
I guess however much rage I spend.
No, like load up. Like doesn't Legolas like load up like 3 arrows at once on the fucking bow?
Yeah, Legolas also has like an 8 in archery, and I have a 2. So
I thought you bought a 3. Didn't you spend your?
You know, I was going to, and then I did all my 30 rolls, and then realized I didn't fucking.
So yeah, use your archery successes already that you already rolled.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Shoot what? Use one of your 8 successes. I think you had an 8 successes on one of them, right?
I'm going down. I have a 6, and I have several 6s, but no 8s. Not on archery.
If you have the 6 successes, you can shoot 2 arrows at once and succeed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So with the 6, I have 1. But you know what? The 6 successes ones have like the shitty damage.
Don't worry about the damn. No, don't worry about that part. As long as it hits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah. I have at least. I'll take one of the 6.
All right. Phil.
At the ones that are like the biggest, nastiest things that are closest to Phil.
Okay. It's a sea of blackness. There's literally hundreds of creatures. Phil, 7, 6, and 4.
All right. Last dodge is gone. So 4, 3, 4.
You're completely engulfed in Bane and Fomori now.
Yeah, I'll take another 2 aggravated.
That's all I got total on that?
Yep.
All right.
But all I got left are my soaks.
Okay. So which one did you take for your soak?
I did a 4, 3, and 4.
4, 3, and 4. Okay. So with 2 arrows that you shot out at the sea of things that are attacking Phil, and when the arrowheads hit the target, you see an explosion, and out of the arrows you see two frenzied ancestral Geta Fenris air runes just in frenzy, just attacking everything around them.
I'll try to get away from that.
Yeah, get back over to Bob.
Rank 2 Geta Fenris air rune just start trashing. So now you know that those arrowheads have trapped where Garu inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
Of Geta Fenris mostly, that Madame Givens took, eons ago. Okay. Flat show, you got 7 mile leap, so you're there now. Are you in the shit with him?
Yeah. I would imagine.
Okay. Go ahead and did you roll any dodge? You got some soak on there?
I'm just gonna go for fucking killing.
Okay. You got some high soak rolls, so go ahead and roll. I'm rolling 3 times for you for damage.
Yeah. And as I'm landing, I'm telling Phil to get over to Bob.
Okay.
So what do I need? So I need to soak 6?
6, 4, and 5. So you have a 6, 4, and a 5 already rolled. So.
Yeah, I'll take those off.
I don't see a 4. So you want to do the 6, 5, and 5?
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. All right, and go ahead. Chaska, what are you doing? You and Kate, Umbral side. You see the entire thing shift over from Phil's, where Phil's was, to heading towards the actual ritual site.
So we should have an area around us that is essentially calm. Like I said, I shot the one black spiral.
Yeah.
With the silver bullets and the rifle. I'm honestly just kind of holding ground. I have my rifle ready if it's going to be impacted by silver. But otherwise, I'm just waiting for anything to get close enough that it's going to be chop shop time.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm basically, if it's possible, back to back with Chaska, and we're just waiting. I only rolled claw attack, so everything that's getting close is getting clawed.
All right. Go ahead and so initiative. I'm trying to think of the initiative. Spirit wise, go ahead. These two are going to be damage. These two are for Chaska. You get 8 and 3. Man, that 8 sucked. Sorry about that.
You're telling me, buddy. So 8 and 3. So
you see that's basically what's coming towards you guys is one of the green dragon totem spirits that the black spirals call upon.
So on the 8, I'm going to burn a 5. So I'm going to take 3 damage.
Okay.
And then I've got a 3 in here.
Yeah. You got one of the 3s. Yeah. All right. And Kate, did you do any dodge or?
No, no dodge.
3 and 6 and 3. Well, how did I roll twice? No, 3 and 6.
3 and 6.
Yeah.
All right, I'll burn my 3 and I'll burn 1 6.
No, the other one's a 5. I saw the 1 in there. Oh, and the other one is a 1.
Oh, okay.
1 and 5.
So what is it?
1 and 5.
Okay, well, I'll burn my 1 then. I'll put the 3 back, and then I'll burn a 6 to take care of the 5.
Okay. All right. Good. Brian?
Yeah. I am going to spend a rage and just try to claw, attack a path.
Man.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, so arrows.
You got a quiver full of frenzied get letter in your
Yeah. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to spend a rage, and so I can shoot twice.
Yeah. Mike, you see Brian just shooting these arrows and explode out of like mid-frenzy, like get that are wearing like clothes that don't exist haven't existed for 1,000 years.
Like in jams and tank tops. Oh, you mean the past?
Yeah, I got my jorts on for this one. I'm never nude, so gotta be wearing something.
Never nude. Yeah. So Phil, what are you doing, man? You're.
It sounds like we're trying to regroup back into the main group. So I'm actually going to try to use my stealth to. I got the worm taint still, so I'm going to try to use the stealth to kind of hide and weave in with the normal worm group.
Okay.
And you mentioned there's some green dragon spirits.
Yeah, but that's in the Umbra.
Damn it.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm also be using my stealth to try to hide in the group and get back, and maybe I'd use those for a soak roll instead of the normal soak, I guess, if we want to do it that way.
All right, so I'm gonna have you roll soak once then, and Legolas, 6 successes. No, sorry, 7 successes, and Brian, okay, those 2 ones cancel out. 6 successes and 4 successes, and you got 7 successes on yours, Mike.
All right.
That I'm soaking.
You're soaking 6 and 4.
6 and 4. Okay.
And I'm soaking a 7.
You got a 6 and you got a 4. You're soaking a 7.
Then I am down to incapacitated.
All right, you see. So I'm going to take off probably your 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right, then you need to make a rage roll, a frenzy check.
Yeah, Phil's going frenzy.
Battle Scar.
Well, he's a Ragabash. What's your rage at?
2.
2? You can't frenzy. Never mind. You have to have 3 successes.
All right.
Oh,
Wait, can I burn a willpower on that and then hope?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who's read the rule book lately. Other than I haven't read the rule book in a while. Does anybody remember if you get? Because you can enact it if you want to. I think.
Barney, make the call.
That's
He
right.
doesn't have. Well, he doesn't have calm heart or anything, does he?
No.
Of course I have calm heart.
Do you really?
Yeah.
You took that as a
Then no.
Keep
There's
in mind,
there's-
yeah, I've never raged during our entire
That's true.
campaign.
You haven't.
I would say no. Then with that merit right there, I would say no.
So you can roll your rage and to heal up. I think to get above once. And Brian, what did I roll? I rolled. I had 4 and
I spent my soaks that will 6 and a 5, so I don't take anything.
Yeah.
Well, I spent a willpower, so a mighty 1.
Okay. You heal up above, and go ahead, Brian. Roll your perception alertness to see if you notice Phil
Okay.
crawling out.
So do I heal 1, Barney?
You heal 1.
Nice.
And the person with mother's touch is in the Umbra.
And it's a difficulty of a 6.
Yeah.
General Wolf has mother's touch.
Do what?
General Wolf I sent him.
You see the sea starting to
2
come
successes,
towards.
Barney.
2 successes. You see Phil's falling down, crawling out. It looks like he's ripped up pretty bad. While the 6 rank 2 ancient Get are tearing apart what's left of.
All right. I'm going to grab up Phil, fireman, carry him over my shoulder, and the flying leap, the 7-mile leap back over to Bob.
Okay. Damn, man. I thought, I don't know. Still hasn't happened yet. All right. Anyway. All right. Phil, you get picked up. You're nearly incapacitated by Legolas there, and just for the cinematic purposes, I'll have you shoot off 2 more arrows into the bunch.
Okay. I'll mark 2 off.
And you jump back into near the outside the ritual. Bob, you see everything is coming towards you.
I would be, I would go until my Gatling gun is like empty. I'd be standing there with the umbrella over my mother, and I'd be like firing the gun, and then I'd shake my arm back, and I would probably empty both of my revolvers too.
Okay.
And then just step forward and pull the Grand Clav and just wait.
Okay. RB, what are you doing?
I'm going to shoot anything that comes near Bob.
Okay. Everybody roll your perception alertness difficulty of a 6.
Does that include us and the Umbra, or?
Yeah. Yes. Difficulty of a 5 for you and for the Umbra.
Hey, 1 success on 1 die.
Almost there.
Staying on target.
Sorry, Bob. That makes sense, Bob, that you failed because you're just beaten right onto the moment. So, Kate, all right. You notice. All right, RB. Okay, let's see. Enoch, Chaska. You see that pretty much everything is heading towards the ritual space now that the facade has faded. That's what you notice, Chaska, right away. To the point where they seem to not. Some of the spirits now seem to be not looking at you anymore. They're just heading straight towards towards the ritual, just for their own survival. RB, you hear the almost the storm meter make this like this, and some sort of like screeching low thing that kind of echoes throughout the entire sky, almost like it's like talking and directing. Hey, you know the thing that you notice right away too, that the thing that you notice, you see all that too, but as soon as it's that the storm meter makes a screeching sound, you see a group of this sea of Bane spirits and things you notice through the veil into the real world, to the physical world, are actually heading towards to attack Mother.
Do we still have the connection with Wu?
You have the connection with Wu.
Wu, can you 7-year lead the staff?
I'll be right back.
Back into the.
I'm sorry, you totally cracked. You're cracked up on me. I couldn't hear.
I say, Wu, can you 7-year leap the staff back in somewhere else, away from the fight, away from the ritual?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell Chaska, since I know he's the only one with the link. You need to warn him. They're going after Mother.
I'm going to leap towards where the Get of Fenris are.
No, they're specifically.
And I'm going to throw Oscar the staff.
They're going to think the ritual is wherever that staff is.
I thought that faded.
Yeah, no, it faded. It broke up.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
okay,
why
then
we're
I'm not
going straight to. Yeah.
All right, then we're not going to worry about that.
Bob had Axe Shield up already, right?
Yeah.
But they're still going for Mother.
Some of the more intelligent ones are.
Oh.
It's anything with like a lot of these things are just heading straight to Bob just because of the threat level he's emitting. But some of the more like some of them see now that Mother is a traitor, basically.
Well, I will, with the sharpshooters near me, presuming I notice that, we'll shoot at whoever's attacking Mother.
Okay, I just saw Phil's response. So
this hasn't been a good week for his characters.
No, every game I kind of get maimed, and everyone's like, "Yeah, I'll get over it."
Can some of the Thurges or something like heal the whiny one?
You see that? Go ahead, Bob. Go ahead and roll. Take off. 1, 2.
Where's the 7 successes when you're trying to hurt Bob?
All right, so 4
to hit me.
4, 3, 4, 3, and 1.
4, 3, and 1. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm just gonna mark off a 4, a 3,
There's
and
a 3. All right. 4. I'll take 1. Is it aggravated?
What's that? It's of course it's aggravated.
What?
There's nothing here that's normal.
All right, I'll take
It's just those everyday Bane spirits of attack.
I'll take the 1 to recharge my rage.
Okay.
And I'll fire an arrow into the group of Bane spirits coming after Mother.
Okay. The Sacred Ghost is chanting harder.
Just the idea of chant harder. Chant harder.
Harder, chant faster.
Speak faster, boy.
Put some balls into your chant.
You see, like the wind, everything is just rushing through, and everything just seems to be attacking. Bob, at this point, you guys see one thing grab a hold of Mother's arm and starts biting at her. Sacred Ghost says somebody needs to protect her.
I go over there. Ma. I haven't taken damage since we got the new sheets. Where the hell's the wound
It's on
box?
the left-hand side. Yeah, it's on the left-hand side below the dice pool thing. I'm trying to think of like a better way to describe it. It's in the combat section below brawl and clawing.
Okay.
All right. 4, 1, 2.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right. All right, Bob. 4, 6, and 5.
Got it.
All right. 4, 6, and 5 more damage. Mark that off.
I'll be back.
All right. 4, 6, and 5. All right. They seem to be. You kind of surround yourself, and you surround yourself around your mother as the Bane spirits seem to be trying to attack her. And Ryan, you're shooting.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm shooting.
Jay,
so it's 8.
what do you-
I rolled this damage wrong. It's 8 automatic with every hit.
Yeah, guns are guns. That's just how I do it. I mean, this was
Fine by me.
Yeah.
And then so no bonuses for successes or successes over 3.
Successes over 3 would just add to those. Could be additional damage.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, I'll start by doing some double taps.
All right. 7, 5, and 4, Bob. 7, 5, and 4.
7, 4, 5. Cool.
All right. 5 and 4. You're good enough for the 4 here. At this point, you see the giant Fomori creature gets up towards you, Bob, and makes a beeline straight for you. It raises up its massive claw and slams its hand down on you. Let's see if that does anything. I'm trying to dent. 8 successes. I can't even do anything to this guy.
All right.
All right.
I'll shoot an arrow at the giant Fomori thing that just swatted at Bob.
Jesus, okay, and then another a rank. Basically, it looks like an ancient. It looks like some sort of ancient silver fang, and like some sort of like metallic armor from like 500 years ago comes out. Dedicated suit of armor falls in there with a clave of his own. They start swinging at the thing. All right. Mark, roll one. Oh, that was a sag hit. Oh. 9.
I'll mark off one of my 9s.
Okay. 7
Mark off one of my 7s.
and 4. 9,
I'll
7.
mark off my 4.
All right. There it is. 9, 7, and 4. Because you guys are Umbra side. Go ahead, Dale. Same for you.
Hey, I took a Bob hit. I'm happy.
Dale, 3, 6, and 8.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus, why am I ignoring the thing? All right, I'm taking you got a 5. I would use your 5 on that one.
I know
Yeah,
that
so-
feels.
3.
Barney,
Yeah,
I'm going to reach behind me since he's right behind me.
yeah.
Dale, what's your rage?
Alright.
I think we just killed Woo.
My rage is 5.
I'm going to spend a gnosis and spend a willpower. I'm using Mother's Touch on Chaska.
Okay. Wow. 6
You get-
successes.
Heal 6 wounds, Dale.
Sweet. I'm gonna burn the botch on one of these then. So, fuck, dude.
All right.
So- You said 3, 6, and 8.
3, 6, and 8.
All right. So 5. So that's a total of what? 3, 6, 8 is 9, 17. So 5, 3, 8. So. All right. So you said heal 6.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kate.
All right. Sag.
And she'll just whisper to you, "Don't leave me now, brother."
Jesus, I can't do anything to this guy. All right, Sag. So 3 success. The guy that has the most soak gets like the least amount of damage.
Barney, I don't have any more low soaks.
He's wasting high ones now.
5, 4, and 3.
So I got 5 left.
My highest soaks are 5.
All right, I'll spend a 6, and I guess a 6.
All right.
Feel bad for you, man.
You wrap your arms around, basically not like holding her, but you're just kind of like almost being an umbrella around Mother. Things are just trying to snap at her, and you're getting hit with most of the attacks that are being done trying to get towards her. She almost comes out of her haze and kind of makes eye contact with you with some tears running down her eyes as the ritual finally starts to happen. And the first person to fall that kind of collapses into death is the Shadow Lord and the Black Fear that are holding hands.
Oh.
All right, we can go home now then.
All right,
Not
go.
the almost dead guy.
He's probably already dead. We just don't know it.
Yeah.
Here
He's
we
already
go.
gone.
They're only mostly dead.
6 successes, Sag. I got 6 damage, 5 damage, and 10 damage.
6, 5, and 10. All right, there's a 10. There's a 6. I guess another 6 for the 5.
Okay. All right, and go ahead. Tell me role play out what you're doing. RB and Woo.
I'm shooting. I'm gonna use
Shooting.
all my my half attacks now. Or I'm
You
gonna
see
use
that? Okay, you see what's happening is what was basically the equivalent of what was happening there with Phil. You see that there is basically a sea of Bane spirits and Fomori that seem to be encompassing that are surrounding. At this point, too, you see that the storm meter is now to the point where you're starting to see the equivalent of like what knees would be as it's getting closer to the shore, stomping directly towards the ritual. He's about a quarter mile away. He's still in the ocean, though.
quarter mile. How far can a Winchester shoot?
Just aim higher.
Good call. I think it does work like an arrow if you just shoot it higher. It gets better.
Just for the sake of story, even though no one's paying attention to this piece, no one's really noticing unless you would say you would, but I don't think anyone is. Madam Given's left hand is starting to turn back to a young hand again, as she's being nursed back to health by a couple of the Black Fury Thurges.
Anyone want to be really dishonorable?
Phil?
I would do it, but I'm currently laying here crippled.
Yeah, I thought we were telling the Thurges to heal Phil.
Let's see. Which Thurges?
I don't care. The ones that have Mother's Touch.
Any third?
Any Thurges? All right. Odds, yes, they heard. Okay. Odds, yes, they're even. Evens, they're stuck in the thick of battle. So
I know what we're getting.
odds, yeah. Evens are stuck in the thick of battle.
I would plunk my spear right in the middle of her forehead, but can't. Sorry, guys.
All right. So go ahead and just role play out what you're doing, Woo and RB. Just make it cinematic.
Do you want me to roleplay what I'm doing? Ah!
Go ahead, RB.
So
Go ahead, Ryan.
what do I have to shoot at? Is there any special targets, or it's all? Just
There's a few. If you're doing with the silver bullets, you do pin out some black spiral dancers.
All right, I'll use the one where I divide my dice pool into 4, and I'll shoot 4 of them for 8 damage each.
Okay. Bob, 7 damage, 9 damage, and 5 damage.
All right.
Tell me which ones you're taking.
Anybody else?
7, 9, and 5.
I took a 9, a 7, and I think an 8.
All right.
God damn it.
The lowest soak I have now is 1 more. Actually, no, there is 1 more 7. Yeah, fuck it. I already marked it out. I'm using pencil and paper.
You got a 6, too. You still have a 6 as well.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, you'll roll a 6 and 7.
Yeah, probably.
I'll make a special.
And
We'll switch to 6 out.
And RB, the range on your Winchester is 175, but I don't know if that's feet or yards.
175 will not goes to a quarter
No,
mile.
there's no way it's feet because I can shoot a 30-06, 300 yards. So there's
But
no
remember-
way it's feet. No,
Yeah,
there's
it's
no
gotta be
way.
yard. It's gotta
Okay,
be-
it's probably yards then. Yeah.
Either way, quarter mile. Not gonna hit it.
No. You have you guys may notice I would say who has the higher, I would say definitely Kate and our you see that coming through the sea of creatures, you see 2 Kate and Chaska, you see 2 black spiral air runes, both holding claves that are heading towards Bob.
Are they in the real world or the Umbra?
They're in the real world, but you see that because of the silver.
I'll kill him. Split my dice pool in 2 and kill him in 1 round. 8 damage each. Can't soak it.
I know.
Guess they could dodge it.
that's so Aaron.
Yeah, arrows aren't going to dodge.
They're too stupid to dodge. All right, well then they're dead. That's why we should have used silver this whole time.
Oh,
All right, you see, the two of them fall over and get caught. Go ahead, RB, roll your soak.
Can I dodge?
You can dodge. Glory. What does that
And
mean?
isn't anything attacking us at a difficulty of a 9?
yeah.
Yeah.
Attacking, that are in the area. That are in the general area around it. That's around the field, but if someone's hitting from a distance, it'd be different. 8 damage, RB. You get something burned from you from a distance.
I can't dodge it.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Can't dodge the VD, son.
You can dodge traffic.
I don't think you can dodge a bullet. You're not expecting the bullet from a distance.
Hey, Mike, I recommend condoms.
All right, how much is it? 8?
8.
You can dodge a bullet. It's just like a lot higher difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to know they're shooting at you.
I'll take 3 damage.
Okay. All right, you mark off that 5. You feel a burning pain on your
Crotch.
Crotch.
It's
It's
not
not
like
a
he uses
silver
it
bullet,
anyway.
but it's almost like it's some sort of like you see sticking out of you. It looks like it's some sort of like bone claw bullet thing that seems to spill out some sort of green acid.
Can I pull it out?
Sure.
I pull it out.
Okay. All right, you take 3.
The acid burns your hands off.
And Stag, go ahead. As you get attacked, man, all these ones. It's like it's not fair.
That's not fair.
8 and 5.
Is that 2 8s and a 5?
Yeah, 2 8s and a 5. You probably take your 6 then. Make it easier.
Yeah, I'll do the yeah.
All right.
And the
By-
7. Well,
By the way,
yeah.
I'm taking cover now.
Okay.
So hopefully that will let me dodge if there's another bullet coming my way.
All right. Yep. Go ahead. Eventually, you see now that High Lord Bellaforth seems to have collapse on the ground.
Never did get to use his boon.
Moon collapses, as does Broken River. You see a sacred ghost wince as he gets a bullet lodged in his stomach, and he starts chanting louder. You notice that Chaska, you see that sacred ghost gets shot.
Where did he get shot from?
You see off in the distance. You guys make out. It looks like there's some sort of like glabro-formed black spiral dancers that are some sharpshooters off in the distance.
Woo! There's shooters in the distance.
Do I see them?
Yeah. Now that he pointed them out.
Are they within arrow range?
Probably with a 7-mile leap, you could get there and then shoot at them.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
There's 2 of them?
Yeah.
All right, I'll unleash 2 arrows.
All right.
fire at Biana
Give
arrow.
them some angry.
Fire Vienna arrow. All right, Sag. 10, 7, and 5 damage.
Okay.
Tell me which ones you're using.
A 10, 8, and a.
You're the 7.
Yeah, the 7.
10 and 8 and the 7.
I think an 8 is the lowest one I have now. Yep.
Yeah. All right. All right. And so you're hiding. Kate, what are you doing?
Standing next to Chaka, killing anything that comes close.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll soak. 1, 2, 3, 7 success, 7 damage.
I'll use one of my 7s.
All
My
right,
last
and,
7.
Chaska, 8 damage.
Jesus.
I know these are the rolls that should be going to SAG. And some reason,
Yeah, you're not.
going to
Well,
rank 3 Thurges.
They're not benefiting from the difficulty modifiers, though.
Right.
You are rolling 18 dice.
Yeah, so yeah, the person. Oh, I don't actually want to kill my characters. Here's 18 dice to roll for damage. Cthulhu hasn't gotten here yet either.
Yeah. Did I only get hit once, Barney?
I'm at
What's
maul.
that? You're at what?
He said he's at mauled.
Okay.
Did I only get hit once, Barney?
Yeah, just once.
Okay.
All
Hold on for a second. I want to check something real quick.
right.
All right, I'm going to use another Mother's Touch on him.
Okay.
Spend another willpower. Oh, shit. Well, you got 2 wounds back at least.
2 wounds back. As the ritual is happening, Phil, you look out. You see a ghostly visage of Caboose as his body kind of falls, and he's starting to get pulled away. He pulls out like some sort of like bell from his pocket, and he kind of dings it a bit, and he walks over to you and touches you, and you heal 5, and he leaves the bell next to you and and then you see his soul dissipate.
So a bell?
That's a Caboose bell. Ding, ding.
Hey. You see Moon falls down. You see all and you see the Professor James Steele, Agmar Roombreaker, also fall down. And SAG, go ahead and roll. Yeah, those rolls I give. God damn it.
That's not good.
I can't even kill this guy. I'm trying so hard to kill SAG. Am I not going to be able to kill anyone tonight? This is going to suck. All right. 3 damage, 6 damage, and 6 damage. SAG.
All right, we'll take 2 of the 8s off. Bring the Nexus Crawler, Barney. Bring it from the sky.
You guys can't handle that. Nexus Crawler is more intelligence and Gnosis. And all right. You see.
You want a Nexus crawler? You can't handle a Nexus crawler. So as soon as
Shadia collapses, and the last one to go is and then Victoria Truce Talker falls. and go ahead.
Mother, the last one.
All right. Mother.
Treasure guest hasn't gone yet, has he?
No, treasure guest hasn't gone yet. And all right, Sag, 11 and 10 damage.
Finally, some good ones.
Yeah.
I'll do 10 and 11. But it doesn't matter.
He's up to 20 dice now. Jesus Christ.
It's the last hand here. The storm meter touches to the shore. You see the mother collapse. All right, so I got Brian and Ryan, and all right, you guys are next to him, right? You're still next to Sag. All right,
I had like jumped away to shoot those two like spiral sharpshooters.
Okay.
But then I was gonna jump back with my next action to be protected by the pack shield.
All right, Brian, roll your soak. 11, 8 successes and 2 successes. 8 damage and 2 damage.
8 and 2. Okay. Shit. Sorry, my computer just froze. Give me a sec.
All right, you got an 8 there. I'm just assuming you'll take your 8 roll and your 2 roll.
Yeah. No problem.
All right.
Thank God for fucking Luna's armor. Could have used that last season.
To be fair, on attacking, my base is 14 dice to hit somebody or to damage. So I made.
You're clear that there's a sea of bodies around you that I'm sure, because as this is happening, you're killing things.
No, I'm saying that it does take a tremendous amount of damage. You're thinking that Bob is not rolling 20 dice.
Yeah.
But then again, he's a defensive powerhouse.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything to this guy. I can't even do any damage to Sag. I'm trying, guys.
Yeah, we'll forgive you.
Look at these ones. Yeah, Bob, just take 3 of your things off. It doesn't matter. You're not gonna. So finally, you see a treasured guest kind of like comes out of his trance and makes eye contact with RB and just kind of has a silent smile in his eyes as the life comes out of him. And Mother collapses as well. And
I'll telepathically say thank you as he goes.
Okay. You hear a scream as the storm meter just kind of dissipates off into the air with a huge explosion. And that huge explosion, now everybody has to roll their soak. And everybody...
Can't we just use some of the shitty rolls that we have?
That's right, your shitty roll. So 9 damage it happens. Everybody...
I can't. Come on, man. I got flame dance. I can dodge reflexively. Can I dodge it?
Yeah, you can. Well, it's like an explosion.
I can duck him.
Yeah. I've got a 9 soak, so.
Well,
Yeah,
Barney,
Roll.
thank you for healing me back up for 5, so I am back down to crippled.
So you're taking one of your 4 soak, I take it.
Yep.
All right.
My last one.
Ring the bell, dude.
Don't ring it like a
Ryan, what are you taking? Your 4? You got a 4.
I got a 5 left. I
No,
have 2 5.
Oh, you got 2 5s. That's right. So you take 4 damage.
That.
At best, I can get down to an incapacitated.
All right. Incapacitated. You got a 5. I'm knocking off one of your
I got
5s.
a 5, so
All right.
I mean, I'll heal him again.
Mark, and what did you take? You
I
took
took
your
one of my
9?
9s.
All right, and all right.
I'm
And Sag,
incapacitated.
I'm assuming you're taking your 9 soak off.
Yeah, I'm using one of my 9, so.
All right. You see the ground start to crack, and now
Heal 5, Dale.
Damn, you're a badass.
you guys see the ground start to crack open, and all the worm spirits just seem to be still attacking Sag. There's nothing left here.
Since now I have the, I'll just, since I'm not protecting Mother anymore, I'll just berserk rage and just start killing things.
Okay.
Since there's nothing left to protect, correct?
There's nothing left. The ritual is finished.
I'll see if the bell could heal me a second time.
No.
Cool.
You do sense that there's something about it, but right now you guys see that now everything is, it's either fight or flight. You see that the Garo that are still left standing that are alive are fighting. You see the Black Furies seem to be moving Madam Givens into the stagecoach. They're completely normal. There's nothing magic about it at all, stagecoach.
Guess we don't have to invite her in anymore.
You see also on the Umbra side, you see that you have your totem spirits. The Winter Wolf is almost dissipated.
I thank him for everything he's done for us, for keeping us alive.
I'll look at Chaska. You want to cross back over?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, we'll cross back over to the real world.
Um,
And I will heal Phil so he stops whining. You okay, Brian?
Anything else to worry
yeah,
about?
Brian's about ready to go. My goodness.
Yeah,
we're
I mean, like I said, if this wasn't the last game, I wouldn't be here.
No.
What's your rage, Phil?
My rage 2.
His rage is an exchange.
I'll spend a willpower.
You're a 5th rank Aru and your rage is 2.
That's how he lives. So
All right,
long.
Phil, you heal 6.
Just for there's still a ton of worm creatures and Fomori around here, and they have nothing left to. Now there's you will see some renewed vigor and anger in their eyes because now it's since the storm meter's now been completely dissipated. Anybody here has an intelligence over a 3?
I do. But I'm incapacitated, so I don't know if that counts.
Harvey's incapacitated.
I have intelligence of 3.
That's
Yeah,
what I have of 3 as well.
I got a 4. Can I like squeak
Yeah,
out the right
I'm only
answer?
2.
All right. Well, I would say that there is so based off of what the scene is happening right now. It is up to any of you to decide whether or not you want to stay or run away, because what am I trying to say here? You guys are outnumbered basically like 50-1.
I look to
And I don't. That's why I'm wondering. I don't know if Bob, what you're gonna do.
Well, I mean, it was more, and we were doing fine, right?
Yeah, but now there's.
yeah,
they will eventually tire everybody. They'll eventually, just by sheer numbers, will succumb to their numbers. unless you leave.
What's everybody else doing, right? Like we've got all of the everybody else. What's everybody else doing?
They're staying to the end. Some of them are in the midst of frenzying because they're just surrounded by worm creatures right now.
I'm looking to Sacred Ghost. What's Sacred Ghost doing?
Sacred Ghost is dead. He collapsed after the ritual happened.
Bob is fine with leaving, but he can clear out an area to do whatever needs to be done.
You guys did have those boats there, and the ground is breaking up as well.
Yeah, there's nothing left here for us. Withdraw.
We can carve our way to the boat.
We've done our part.
Yeah. I can like shoot arrows to help us clear a path towards the shore.
Okay.
I lie there.
Is anyone taking RB?
Is he near us?
Why would we do that?
Kate sling Arby over her shoulder.
Okay.
I love that image. It makes me feel so good about the world.
You could mother's touch me, and I could walk out with some.
Nah, I mean, it'd be better to have you slung over her shoulder. In my opinion,
You're Hamid, right?
I don't know what happens when you go in.
No, when you fall unconscious, you go back to your breed form. So you're Hamid, right?
He's Hamid.
Yeah, I'm Hamid.
All right, so you're basically in your human form.
Yeah. All right, so you guys make a beeline for the rafts and take off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
whatever my pack is doing, I'm following my pack.
All right.
We'll call on the others to withdraw, but whether or not they follow is up to them. It's over.
You see the Get stay until they're overwhelmed. They'll go out in a blaze of glory.
Oscar, no!
Oscar almost kind of like salutes you all as he's overwhelmed by worm creatures.
As we're running away.
As you guys are running away from the worm.
No, they would have considered it a great honor to be the holding force. It's like the Spartans at holding the pass.
Yeah.
Yep. You go ahead. You did your part. Now it's our turn. Go.
All right. And you guys get on your boats and sail away.
Once we're out of combat, Kate will use Mother's Touch on Arby. She wasn't going to do it in case there's more fighting.
I thought you'd want to do it before there was more fighting.
What's Arby's rage?
5.
She'll spend a willpower.
All right.
So how much?
3. Heal 3.
All right. I'm only wounded.
You see,
at least the Mother's Touch was useful.
You might notice that I'm bruised, Kate.
Well, then her very last gnosis.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of Black Fury scum on my fur.
Don't you have that bell? Can't you ring it and heal us all? What's the deal with that bell?
You see, somewhere off in the distance is in another realm. Nana Boshar is finishing up the last part of her pipe tobacco as a sea of spirits are coming through the gates, and she kind of grins to herself. Hardstone. The image changes to Hardstone. The image changes to Hardstone. carrying with his group off in the distance. And Francesca is in a. Francesca's. You see, there's Francesca's. Dead body being mangled by cubs.
Oh,
You know what? That's good. Considering where she was,
Yeah.
they could have tied her to a bed and used her for a breeding mare. She's lucky she's dead.
And you see other cairns of where you picked up the legends of all are howling, or they are all celebrating in more morose standards.
This is like the end of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
are you one of the Ewoks?
Kate will go.
They were all eating roasted stormtrooper, right?
Kate will go over to Bob, throw her arms around him, give him a huge kiss, and just hold him.
Try imagining a place where it's always safe and warm.
Bob accepts affection.
Instead, I give ya.
Does
What was
anybody
that,
find it like really creepy that Kate is that much into Bob?
Yes.
Is Chaska the only one?
No,
It makes
Shaska's not the only one.
He doesn't have
I'm
a
the alpha.
face, right?
Who has said yuck every single time?
Wu just
Well,
thinks white
it's-
people are weird and chalks it up to that.
It's Beauty and the Beast.
No,
Bob just accepts his role as the alpha. This is what happens in a pack.
Bob is not the alpha.
All right. Yeah, that's
She was standing there.
all we had. So,
Hey,
God damn it! I thought I was going to be able to kill at least Phil and Sag tonight.
Instead, I give ya.
I tried.
You almost killed Chaska.
I kept
you almost
reminding
lost him many times.
you, like, hey, I'm here bleeding.
Phil owes Wu a life debt now.
Yeah, Phil does not owe Wu a life debt.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's
Yeah. Phil is
What-
pretty
what
much
did you say to-
Wu's manservant now.
I've
What
heard it
did you
both
say to
ways.
say about Chaska and Kate?
I admit it. I still don't understand your love.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's the wrap. That's a wrap. So.
Yay.